Okay, hi, welcome back. This is literally my third time filming this. Because I can't work out how to fucking crop a video. So if anyone knows how to fucking do that, let me know, please. Because I needed to crop some pieces out. I deleted my last video because I realised that I actually don't agree with anything I said. I was very much trying to stay in quasi-recovery and not push myself too hard, but I've had a massive change of heart and I really am putting my all into getting better right now. Not to say there's not any struggles. Last night I had a roast with my family and yeah, I usually, try and have a lot of control over the amount I'm given and things like that. And I gave more of the control to my mum this time, which was really hard. And usually I'm not a crier at meals. I don't like being the stereotype that cries, but I did end up crying pretty much the whole way through dinner. And I had my sister there to support me through it. She came and sat next to me and just held my hand, and as I was bawling my eyes out and I had to leave halfway through with my sister into the kitchen just to have a little breather, but I got through it and I ate it all, and I'm really proud of myself because usually I would just be like, it's too hard, can't do it, don't want to do it, not doing it. So I'm really proud of myself for that, even though that was hard. And also I woke up late that day, so I ended up not eating breakfast because I literally woke up at like 11:45, so I was like, I'll just have lunch. So I found it really hard this morning to then go and have breakfast. I told myself, you know what, the longer I leave this to do again and to challenge again, the harder it's going to be. So I'm just going to do it today, and I know nothing bad is going to happen, so I've just got to do it. And you know what, I did it and I feel so proud of myself, honestly. I've had a massive change in my mindset recently, actually, and I've noticed I'm feeling a lot more positive about it, and I'm reinforcing like a lot of positive thoughts in my head as well, which I don't usually do or have. So like the other day I was stood in the shower and I looked down, I was like, just oh my god, like had all the eating disorder thoughts about my body and really bad body image, and like then I just started spiraling like, oh my god, I'm so scared to gain any weight, I don't want to, I'm scared. And for the first time I actually stopped myself and I was like, no, do you know what, you're not just gaining weight, you are gaining your happiness, your smile back, your bubbly personality, the ability to be flexible with food and join in socially, because food is such a social thing. I'm learning a lot of socialising with friends and family does involve food, and I also have a holiday coming up, and which I think isn't helping the way I'm panicking so much about my body image, but we do go out to eat every night on holiday, and restaurant foods at the minute, I'm so scared of like normal food still, and I'm trying to battle that, let alone at a restaurant. So I know I need to challenge that before I go away, but I want to be at a place where it feels more manageable and I don't end up crying, because I don't want another year of holiday where, I know I shouldn't feel bad about, struggling the way I do, because having this disorder is not my choice or my fault, but I do, and I know it affects the rest of my family. So I just want to be able to have, a nice holiday and really enjoy myself, and not, be the whole time worried about food and stuff like that. I know I'm going to find it really hard body image wise, because I know I'm going to gain weight and I've accepted it, but I know it's still not going to be easy to deal with, which is fine. I know I can do it, but yeah, it's just try not to think about it too much because it hasn't happened yet, and I'm just trying to keep reassuring myself that, you know what, you're gaining so much more than weight, and if anything, as I've been a healthy weight before, I had a phase where I did recover and I actually felt so much more confident in myself after gaining weight. I've noticed the thinner I am or the more weight I lose from my eating disorder, actually the more insecure I am, which is really interesting. I did up, sorry. I also like found it really nice, like all the little things I used to enjoy are coming back to me. Like I struggled a lot, like even focusing on things, you know, when I was really not eating enough. And recently I've been reading this book. I literally got it yesterday. It's an amazing book. I really recommend it, but I've only got that much to go. I'm really excited to find out what happens at the end. But I would have never been able to focus on something like that, you know, while I was not eating enough, because my brain just wasn't working properly in that, you know, sense. But and it's also a really good distraction for like after meals and stuff, because I get so lost in it. Like I get so lost in books. But yeah, I just wanted to like come and say I'm doing well. You know, keeping positive, and I wanted to say if you have an eating disorder or something like this, you know, there is a way out and you can do it. And asking for help and support from your family is something I really struggled with, because my head was telling me, well, if you're asking for help and support, you clearly can't be that ill. And if you want to get better, like, there's nothing wrong with you. And also I've been struggling with like feeling not sick enough to get better, which I know is something a lot of people struggle with. And I've just been trying to remind myself that a well, healthy person who's mentally healthy doesn't wish to get more ill, or doesn't, you know, doesn't want to get more ill so they deserve to get better. It's just completely illogical. And I've been trying to like, you know, keep the thoughts out as best I can. And when I do have them, remind myself like positive things, positive affirmations. Sorry, I don't know why my voice is going. You know, just get myself through, because there is, even in such a short time, I'm experiencing so much of the positive things from recovery. And I honestly, you know, before I started, I would watch all these people saying like, you'll never regret recovery. And I was like, oh, wow, you know, it's different for me, you know, I would regret it. And I don't regret trying this hard. I know it's only the beginning now, but I'm starting off really positive, and it's changing my life in so many amazing ways already. And I'm finally getting myself back, which is so nice. Like, and it's nice that I'm not worrying my family anymore, because, you know, as much as like, you know, my mum would tell me like, oh my god, you feel like you're wasting away, please stop, I can't do this again. And when I was still in the midst of it, I was like, I don't care, she's being dramatic. And now I'm starting to come out of that mindset, and I'm like, I feel so awful for worrying her so much, like, and my sister and, you know, the rest of my family. And I'm so lucky that they're all so supportive as well. So I went to stay at my nan's for a few days, and she's honestly the most understanding, you know, lovely person. Like, she's got the spot on balance of pushing me just hard enough and not letting me restrict and things like that, but also knowing when just be there, some silent reassurance. And yeah, I'm just so proud of myself. I didn't think I would ever, you know, get here and be in a position again where I can be like, I'm getting better, but I am. And, you know, I know it's not always going to be sunshine and rainbows, and I know there are going to be hard days, but I know I can get through them now. And honestly, I wish the same for every one of you if you're struggling with an eating disorder, because they are such like horrible, lonely illnesses, and it takes so much from you. It takes your personality, like everything I like that I've said I've got back, it's taken away from me, and you deserve so much more than that. And especially, I feel very privileged because I've got such a good support system around me, but I know a lot of people don't. So I'm going to put my Instagram in the caption. I sound like such a little YouTuber. And feel free to reach out to me anytime on there. I'm always there to talk. And I have a couple of what they called like little Instagram stories about recovery that I still look back on from when I recovered last time, because I said some helpful things. I'll give myself credit for that. That's another thing, giving yourself credit for how far you've come. I have a really bad habit of saying, oh, I did this, but I could only do it because of this, or I only did it because of you, or could never have done this alone. And the truth is that I can, and I need to give myself credit for, because as much as other people are helping me, no one can do it for me. I'm doing it for myself, and I'm so proud. I'm so, so proud. But I hope you all have a lovely day. Thank you for listening to my little waffle. I'm sure it probably wasn't that interesting, but if you did see this, thank you for watching. I want to do the like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, like I'm a real YouTuber. But yeah, I know these videos are kind of funny. They make me laugh because no one fucking watches them. But I think, if it makes me feel happy and it's something positive for me to look back on, and it might help one or two people, it means the world to me. So I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. If it's the evening, or if it's the night time, or in the middle of the day. And I hope you eat all your meals and your snacks today and have something yummy and maybe challenge your fear food. And I wish you all the best of luck, and yeah, bye.